Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasi here coming at you with another 5 cards I have in your trade binder for April. Now you guys absolutely loved the last video. I said, hey, 20 likes, I'll give you a part 3. You guys hit that with 26. Before I start this video, if you guys watched my last episode, which you probably did, and you bought your Rose Maidens, congratulations, you won. That was about a $7-ish card. Now it's about 12, but it's slowly rising. Keep an eye on this card. I think it's going to be on buyout status soon enough, and you guys were able to get it for a very cheap price. The second card is Phantasma. I think I said they were 12 back then, 11, 12. Now they're 15, and they're going a little bit higher. If you got those, you got them for a little cheaper. You got this Med-Defining Staple for a lot cheaper, and you could probably flip it later. So good job if you listened. Now getting right into it. The first card I have here is Tenyi Spirit Adhera. Now, this is another Tenyi Super out of OTS, and you guys are probably thinking why I'm saying to pick up this card. Well, it's a extender that can special summon itself from the field as long as you don't control no effect monsters, and it is an Earth Tuner monster. And if you guys want to know why I specifically said Earth Tuner, and that is because Naturia Beast and Naturia Barkion are very strong cards that will always withstand the test of time. And any deck that can pump those out, like Adamantia, tend to have a lot of results. Adamantia being able to give out Barkion, and that's actually why Barkion got bought out, by the way. I actually learned that very recently. Adamantia do play Barkion to get away from Evenly and Emperor. But point is, Adhera is a Earth Tuner that you could special summon, make your play, and then you could sync up into basically any card you would want. Obviously, if you're not playing the Naturia Beast or Barkion, you could synchro into something else as an interrupt, like Clearwing Synchro, depending on what your deck has. But the thing is, in windups and Madolche, I've actually been playtesting it just for fun, and windups can actually just end on Naturia Beast very easily. It's really, really fun. Madolche's, it bricks a little bit because you're locked, with putting Sasor, and you have to make sure when you special summon stuff, etc. Those are maybe the meta-defined decks, but this is also a Crystal Needle Fiber target because you can use Needle Fiber to special summon this out, and then you could sync up into whatever you want. And it's a very good attribute, I believe, along with being a level 1. Level 1 tuners are pretty damn good in my opinion. Level 1, level 2s, level 3s is kind of a bit of an odd number in my opinion. So level 1, level 2 is pretty good. So, with that being said, the Super being about $250 is a very good price. And if you decide to buy this card or any other cards, please use my TCG affiliate in the description below. Some of you guys have been using it, supporting my channel, and I absolutely love that. And actually, one of my subscribers said, oh, I didn't even know you had an affiliate. And I'm not the best at promoting it, so if you guys want to support the channel in any way, please use my TCG affiliate in the description below, and leave a like and subscribe as well. I also have a Twitter you can follow too. The second card I have here is Mecca Fan Beast Aerodon. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but it's a machine type monster that can make 3 tokens. Now it takes 2 or more machine type monsters, and it contributes 3 monsters in order to special summon a Mecca Fan Beast from the deck. Had to be Mecca Fan Beast related. It can also pop a card on the field, or it can actually get a trap card from your grave back to your hand. So that's really, really good. I'm just making sure I got all those effects right here. Yeah, add a trap card from your graveyard to your hand. So that's really, really good. And the best part about this card is that since it makes tokens, the only real downside of this card is that you cannot link summon after you use this effect, which isn't as big of a downside because you can synchro summon with these tokens. You can get rid of annoying monsters. You can't really link climb exactly, so you have to kind of end your link with this, so you have to make whatever you want to make before this. But this card is very, very abusable because, as we've seen it like number 46 and other cards, Steam Cloak, any card that produces tokens in Yu-Gi-Oh right now is just inherently broken because of link summoning. With link summoning, tokens are just very easy to abuse, and I believe that it's a limited amount of time until someone finds out a better way to break this card. Copies are going to run you about $1, $1.25. I think this is a good card to have because it's a card that's going to look like it's going to have a solo printing for a very long time. So if someone ends up a way to break this, or some decks like, oh, you use this during the end phase, and then you synchro summon into blah, 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 or you just get your Solemn Judgment back, or whatever, this card's going to skyrocket. So get your copies while you can. The third card I have here is Ultimate Rare Straus, and I've said this in a video before, and I'm going to say it again. Now, this card, when I mentioned it before, was a $35 Ultimate Rare. I told people to get it because it can reach a price point of $100, which it has, but right now it's about $70. Now, we have, not only do we have Straus at 3, but every Stratos, or not every Straus, every hero player plays Stratos. Like, in every build, you will find Straus. It is one of the best hero cards. It is one of the only cards, I believe, that really every hero deck is going to play. One of, like, the only 2-3 cards. And with that being said, this is the highest rarity you can get. I mean, the jump version looks very cool, but who would rather not play Ultimates, let's be honest. That, along with GX, is a collector set right now, and it always will be. And Straus is an iconic card from GX. I don't know what episode it came from, but collectors really do love their ulti hero cards, and it's not going to be a matter of time until they're going to want this card. Because I believe the collectors market really doesn't exactly know about releases very much. I believe that they're a little slow. I don't mean to be rude to any collectors out there. I just don't see them knowing too much about cards, like legacy cards coming out in newer core sets. They don't really catch on to that very much, or as often. So again, if you're a collector watching this, I don't mean to be rude in any sort of way. I just feel like the collectors haven't really caught on to this card. So with this being a meta, or not, I guess, yeah, a meta card, aka hero card, that, you know, is an iconic card to both meta players, anime watchers, and collectors, this card is bound to skyrocket into cards like, you know, Tour Guide, which is a $215 Ultimate Rare right now. And if you're and a lot of people are buying cards that they've always wanted. So I feel like you should get up on Ulti Straus while you can. The fourth card that I actually have here is Traptrix Ralphasia. Now, Traptrix Ralphasia is a really good card, especially with the new Gravekeeper's Trap Hole that is coming out. Now, this is a generic level 2, level 4 monster that Traptrix use, and I don't know if Traptrix are going to become meta here, but I'll get to that in a second. For Ralphasia, what you can do is you can make this card, if you can, going first, and what you can do is you can play the 3-hole trap cards of Gravekeeper's Trap Hole, which a lot of people are testing this out, actually. And Gravekeeper's Trap Hole, if you don't know, you can basically, when it's activated, you can negate any type of hand trap along with cards in the graveyard. So if your opponent Ash Blossoms you, or Veilers, or Ghost Ogres, you can negate that and inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. Ralphasia lets you send a copy of any hole type card from your deck to activate that effect. So if they Ash Blossom while you have Ralphasia, you can activate Ralphasia's effect and send Gravekeeper's Trap Hole from the deck to the graveyard. So that's really good. Along with Traptrix is a deck that I'm actually playtesting right now, and honestly, I have some high hopes for it. I may be wrong, so I don't want to tell you guys Traptrix have become meta, but honestly, with the support post-Eternity code, the deck is crazy, and I feel like picking up Ralphasia before then is going to be a good pickup, especially the Bosch version, which is about a $7-8 card in rising pretty rapidly right now, because a lot of people want to play Traptrix. And if this deck has any type of or form of success, I can see the original versions going up in price, or really honestly any version going up in price. So pick these up while you can, especially the originals, because Bosch is a set that, you know, it was really influential set, and it's very hard to get certain cards from there. If you look at the secret rares, a lot of cards had time to shine, and I feel like Traptrix Ralphasia, it is time for that card to shine. Along with it, it's such a beautiful card if you look to your left over here. So I would pick those up. It has a lot of potential to grow, either as an engine if people want to play that, or something else. So sorry if you guys hear any background noise, by the way. The fifth card I have here is kind of a shot in the dark, and that is Shark Drake as an ultimate rare, number 32. Now, number 32 Shark Drake is a first set ulti in your mint, is an okay effect. You know, it's not something absolutely ridiculous, but it's still pretty good. But that's not why I'm telling you to pick it up. There's two big reasons. Number one, Zexal is now slowly on the rise of getting bought out. We're looking at stuff like Generation Force, Photon Shockwave. We're seeing cards like their Rescue Rabbit going up. We're even seeing some of their old secret rares that are solo printings go up that aren't even really played, like Zombie Painter. And I've been keeping an eye on it, especially the Ghost rares as well. And Zexal's slowly going up and up. Especially, you could even look at Prophecy cards. But Shark Drake is not only a what's called an ultimate rare from one of those sets, but it is also an iconic card because it is used for Shark uses it from Zexal. Now, Shark is actually one of the better rivals of Yu-Gi-Oh, especially as of recent times. I really like him, but a lot of anime players and a lot of collectors really do like this card because it is a iconic card of one of the main rivals, and this is its highest rarity, a first ed near mint. So it has a lot of room to grow and slowly been rising. I actually was able to look at this card on Master Swag Entertainment's channel, and the first ed near mints are actually slowly disappearing. There's like one for about $8 or $7-8, then it goes to 12, then it like hits like 20 and then 29. This is a card that can be on buyout status very, very easily. And I believe it being a collector's card that we can see this card hitting really dumb prices for no real reason, because I don't think this card is going to come back in the metagame, although its effect is alright, being able to basically destroy a monster, bring it back, attack it again. It's not too bad. If it was like a 2 level 4s, I think it would have been actually really, really good, but it's alas, it's 3 level 4s. However, I think you guys should get this collector card while you can, because you're going to easily be able to make money about a year in the future. This is a very good card to hold in a long-term investment. Along with being a number card, people don't realize this, but people, just like they want Ghost Rare collections, are going to want a number collection. And this is the highest rarity of this said number that you can get. So I would grab it while you can, and then you can flip it in the future when you want. It doesn't take too much to buy out this card. So with that being said, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.